got this one. Audrey. how fitting is it that the 300th video on our YouTube channel is kicking off the season in a great spot. Ottawa, Tennessee, Hunter Middle School. It's Grace Baptist Academy. It's the South Haven Christian School Patriots right here on the Goolesby and Young Extreme Game of the Week. Welcome in, everyone. James Shannon, Brennan Daniel making a special appearance. It'll be kind of a rotating cast this year. Brennan, what a way to kick off the year. You've got the undefeated conference champs against a team that played for the conference championship a year ago. Both teams lost a lot of guys coming in. For the Patriots, you've got guys like Didi Poha, Gabriel Ding, Jake Atkinson coming back from last year. And for the Eagles,
we're rolling. You're on air.
You've got Wesley Thompson, you've got Bo Swanson, big presence on the line. Big Bo. This is a perfect opportunity for these guys that kick off the season, step up and make a statement.
Absolutely, and they will be definitely needed for veteran presence as all the guys now are young. So they need to learn from every single vet that they have on that team, and boy, do they have the best veterans in the game.
Couldn't be more excited to have you guys along board. This is the Goolesby and Young Extreme Game of the Week right here on 8-Man Extreme. And we are back, ready for the opening kickoff here at Hunter Middle School. James Shannon, Brennan Daniel, set for kickoff. And it looks like it's number 13. That's going to be Matthew Royalty, set to kick it off. He is also the starting quarterback. Correction, Grace will be kicking off. Did not pay enough attention on the coin toss. So, South Haven will be getting the ball first. Again, want to thank you for tuning in. This is the Goolesby and Young Extreme Game of the Week. New sponsor this year. Excited to have them on board. And we are getting set for opening kickoff. Set to kick off, number 88, Joel Estes. Back deep is number 5, Gabriel Ding. It's 8-man football time in Tennessee. Onside kick up the middle, recovered by Royalty. And here goes the first official play of the 2022 8-man football season. South Haven Christian starting on offense. Couple returners from last year, Didi Poha, Jake Atkinson, and Gabriel Ding. But the starting quarterback, Matthew Royalty, been on the team for several years. This is his first crack as a senior at quarterback. 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 49-yard line, playing on a 40 by 100, or a 53 by 100. I formation. Royalty takes the snap. Give to Dang, and he is swallowed in the backfield. Holy shnikes! Absolutely gobbled up by number 50, Kennedy Brewer. The freshman, number 50, Bo Swanson. Your boy making a presence, first play of the game.
Like I said, he's a good vet, and he's the main guy that you need on your team to learn from, and that's a good start for him.
They swapped the numbers on us last second, so 52 is Kennedy Brewer, 50 is Bo Swanson. Second about 12. Shotgun was Royalty, flanked on his left. Takes the snap, pitch to Dang, to the left side, looking for the corner, trying to get the sideline knocked out of bounds. Correction, they are playing on a 40-yard width field, and then it's 100 yards. So it's not the 100 by 53, it's 100 by 40. Ding trying to get to the outside, and they will mark him back up at that line of scrimmage from second down. So it's actually, they're going to mark it about 3rd and 13 for the Patriots. 11:08 to go here at Eves Field, Hunter Middle School, Ottawa, Tennessee. James Shannon, Brennan Daniels. And Brennan, right off the bat, this defense for Grace, picking right back up where they left off last year.
They were very good at the rushing defense, and I'm sure to see the same.
Royalty takes the snap. He's going to toss it for the screen. Got it to Atkinson. Atkinson, gain of maybe 1 or 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 4th down. Patriots punt squad will head onto the field.
That was very disciplined of the defense not to fall for any other type of play. They saw one guy just hanging out, just stood still, and just waited for that pass.
So Grace all about defending home field. So punt formation, trying to get the number for the punter. I don't have it. Grace does not have anybody back deep. So here's the snap. It's Royalty. He punts it away. Great kick. Great kick. Dang is down there to down it. Takes a Patriot bounce inside the 15, down to about the 13-yard line. Great punt by the starting quarterback. And it'll bring up a 1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles. Of course, last year's backup quarterback to Cooper Connett, Wesley Thompson, is going to get the nod this year, a junior. And he will be captaining the ship on the field. Patriots defense setting up. Across the front, you've got Didi Poha, Micah Hendricks. And it looks like they've got Caleb Sorto on the right-hand side. Thompson in the shotgun, takes the snap, keeper up the middle, trying to push his way, met by the Patriots defense. Looks like a gain of about 3. And it'll bring up a second down for the Golden Eagles. Thompson with a keeper down to the 15-yard line, second down line of scrimmage. And Brennan, both these defenses have come to play. We get an illegal shift call on the Golden Eagles. It'll set the ball. Well, the ball will be set at the 14-yard line. Penalties declined. It'll be third down.
Smart play by the coach. Just let the play go and get that third down. Stop him right here.
So shotgun formation for Thompson. Actually, pistol, rather. Thompson fires. Looking for his man on the left, trying to make a move. And he will get taken down. Gain of about 2 or 3 on the play, trying to catch the number. And it looks like it was number 9, Carson Kinnett, Cooper's younger brother, getting some work at receiver. And that'll bring up fourth down for the Golden Eagles. So back deep to return the punt is number 82, Aaron Taylor. Nope, they're not going to punt it, I don't think. They're in the shotgun. Thompson, or rather pistol. Thompson takes the snap. And a quick kick. It's blocked at the line of scrimmage. Ball straight up. It's bouncing towards the sidelines. Atkinson's going to pick it up, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
That was just terrible blocking and terrible luck for Grace Baptist. They need to work on that for the special teams practice.
Jake Atkinson heads up play to scoop and score. And Patriots score first, 8:08 to go in the first quarter. Conversion attempt coming up. Brennan, the theme of these first two drives, and we said it a second ago, defense. These defenses are not giving an edge.
And they both were very solid last year in both the rushing and passing game. So it'll be very hard for the offense to execute what they need to do.
Two-point conversion is good. Ball was carried by Royalty into the end zone. Your score, South Haven Christian School Patriots 8, Grace Baptist Academy Golden Eagles nothing. This is the Goolesby and Young Extreme Game of the Week, brought to you by Jason Goolesby and J.D. Young of Blackwell Realty. They bring knowledge, passion, excellence, and experience to the table when it comes to real estate. With millions in sales this year already, the two would love the opportunity to put your skills to work for all of Middle Tennessee. Yes, you can buy. Yes, you can sell. And yes, they can help. You can reach Jason Goolesby at 615-784-8687. And you can reach J.D. Young at 615-486-1121. And it's an onside kick. It's going to be scooped up. Looks like number 52, that is Kennedy Brewer. Getting his name called there. I thought he got the tackle for loss earlier. So Eagles, second drive of the game. And this time they will start with a lot better field position, Brennan.
They'll need it, especially if they got to punt the ball again, because you don't want to mishap like last time.
First and 10, Golden Eagles. Pistol formation for Thompson. Takes the snap, looks, fires right. Got his man. And it's brought in, well, they're going to call it incomplete. Intended for number 11, Majors. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Golden Eagles. A lot of nerves trying to be shook out, Brennan. Both these teams, of course, they played in the Jamboree last week. Different nights, but still, there's no nerves like that, like those first game nerves.
Yeah, I can recall back to those days as a freshman, just nervous and hoping not to mess up and losing my spot. But with a young team like this, you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Thompson rolls right, looking. Oh, in and out of the hands of Huggins.
He heard those footsteps, boy. Them footsteps can take you off when you're a wide receiver. You got to ignore them.
And a great job by Thompson on the rollout to the right, the bootleg. Looking for his man, got him. But in and out of the hands of Huggins, it'll bring up a 3rd and 10. 2 incompletions. Patriots defense waits. Grace breaks the huddle. 3-man line, they're going to go with a 1-by-2 formation, pistol. Thompson takes the snap, and they're going to get a flag immediately. And hopefully we'll be able to get our first referee call of the year. So called against the Eagles. It'll back them up 5 yards, bring up a 3rd and 15. Sun starts to shine from the left. Eagles firing deep, looking for Connett. He's got him! He's got him! It's contested between Connett and Ding. Now Ding comes down with the ball. Did he get it? They're going to rule it a pick. Gabriel Ding went to battle with Carson Connett, and he came down with the ball. Gabriel Ding, a lot of you guys will remember, younger brother of South Haven great Manny Ding, getting his time to shine here with the Patriots. Manny Ding, only a sophomore, and he's going one-on-one with a fellow sophomore, Connett. And Ding happens to win that one, Brennan.
Yeah, but Connect fights hard, but he didn't fight hard enough. Sometimes you got to yank that ball from that cornerback, make sure he doesn't get it, put it on that side pocket. That was not able to do. Ding wanted way more than he did.
1st and 10 for the Patriots. Ball spotted at the, looks like the 27-yard line. Royalty, give. That's to Ding. And he's going to get up to about the 30-yard line. Actually, a little spot at the 29. Bring up a 2nd down and about 7 yards to go.
3-yard gain on the play. It's 2nd down and 7.
Correction, they're going to give him 2 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down and 8 to go. Patriots come out in the shotgun. Royalty's flanked on his right. Looks like Ding. Royalty takes the snap. Option. He will pitch it to Ding, and it's loose! And it looks like Patriots were able to get back on it, but just missed the execution on the option, Brennan, and it looked like the running back actually got a little bit further ahead of the quarterback than maybe he should have, which threw off the timing of the pitch.
Yeah, that's something you're really worried about as a quarterback. You got to get that precise and know where your running back is, or else you're going to lose that ball every time.
That'll bring up a 3rd and 10. Now this time Royalty's in the shotgun, but he's flanked on both sides. He's got Atkinson on the left, Dang on the right. He'll take the snap, give us to Dang. Looking for the left side, swallowed up! Nothing.
Beautiful rat tackle, even from the legs. He did not let go. That's what you want from your young men.
Brought down in the backfield by number 70, Camden Parks, the senior. And Brennan, that's another one of these guys that just stepped up for the Golden Eagles that we mentioned. They lost some last year. Some guys were going to have to step up, and he's one of those young men that has chosen to step up.
And what a good time to step up, because that's what you need from your older guys. Show the young guys, no matter how, if they get past you and you get stuck down the legs, just wrap up and hold on tight.
And now Royalty will set to punt it away. Looks like it's Canet back deep to return. Now Royalty had a great punt earlier on. Royalty gets the snap. Punt is away. He was rushed on it, and it's going to go out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it. They've got to spot it inside the 35. They're going to put it at the 30. So Royalty rushed on the punt attempt, throw off the timing, and they'll move it to the 32-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10, Golden Eagles. Patriots lead 8-0, 5:21 to go here in the first quarter. We're at Eves Field, Hunter Middle School in Ottawa, Tennessee. This is the Goolesby and Young Extreme Game of the Week. Thank you so much for tuning in. James Shannon, Brennan Daniels, producer Audrey on the computer, director Jack on camera duties, on iPad duties, switching the shots, and then cameraman Zach down low getting some shots as well. Thompson takes the snap. He's pressured. He's dropped. And we do have a flag coming in after the fact. Looks like that was number 51, Caleb Sorto. Face mask called on the defense. So it'll erase the sack. And I believe it'll give an extra 10 yards. Nope, 5 yards. So it'll bring up a 1st down and about 5 yards to go. Thompson in the pistol takes the snap. Give is to 22. That's Jacob Mock, the junior. And not a whole lot there, Brennan.
No, absolutely not. Again, this Patriots defense, tough when it comes to rushing. You're going to have to pass the ball more. Hopefully these wide receivers can catch it and hold it in.
To Huggins, but nothing doing. Not a whole lot there. Loss of yardage on the play for the Golden Eagles. It'll bring up a 4th down and 10. 3rd down and 10, correction. Thompson getting the play call. Now he sets up shop. 2 receivers off to the right. Thompson takes the snap, looks, fires deep. He's looking for Majors, and incomplete. Gabriel Ding again, and they're going to flag Ding. Going to say a little celebration there at the end. Young man showing some emotion.
And what a great play by him as well. He played off the wide receiver, didn't look back, didn't try to do any pass interference. He just had to pay the price.
And that's one of those situations where you're like, okay, young man's going to be excited. It's one of those, come on. I mean.
As a coach, you just got to let him know, hey, just can't celebrate when you get to the sideline. That's the only time.
Here's my only point. Everyone says act like you've been there before. Some people haven't been there before.
Exactly.
You make a play like that you've never made on a varsity level, you're going to be a little excited. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm throwing out there.
Well, again, you got to play with your pads rather than your mouth.
That's fair. So it'll bring up a 1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles. Thompson, keeper, looks to the right, trying to find an edge. Got a block from Majors. And he's forced out of bounds. Looks like Atkinson. Great run by Thompson.
Great block by Majors. If it wasn't for that block, he might have been even a little bit shorter than that.
I think he would have been down outside the 10. Instead, he's able to get down to the 3-yard line. And it brings up a 1st and goal for the Golden Eagles. They trail 8-0. Here's their chance to even things up. 3:27 remaining in the first quarter. Thompson's in the pistol. He is flanked behind him by Jacob Mock. Man in motion. Thompson takes the snap. Keeper again up the middle. Punches it in. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. Wesley Thompson powers across the goal line. Golden Eagles trail by 2.
And if you think they missed Cooper Connect, looks like Wesley Thompson's taking up that mantle to do exactly what Cooper Connect was able to do last year.
Well, and this is the thing. Thompson able to sit behind Connect last year, watch him play, learn from him, and I'm sure Connect's made some stops back at some point to kind of give tips or, talk to him a little bit. You'd love to see that. Great job by the Golden Eagles offense. They have really rebounded, and the defense has rebounded from the block punt that gave South Haven the first touchdown. They have answered them right back. Man in motion. Thompson takes the snap. Fires left. Ow! Just over the outstretched hands of Huggins. 2-point conversion will be no good. Your score, Patriots 8, Golden Eagles 6. This is the Goolesby and Young Extreme Game of the Week. Joel Estes set to kick off for the Golden Eagles. 8-6, 3:25 to go in the first quarter. Here's the kick. It's an onside. Did it go 10 yards? And no, it did not. Looks like it was touching about 8. Now, was recovered by number 23, I believe. Nope, 22. That's going to be Mock. But before 10 yards, so Patriots will take over. Great field position, 49-yard line. Brennan, it's imperative the Patriots answer on offense. They have not been able to get anything done on offense. The touchdown came off special teams, which you like to see the special teams acting, contributing. But this offense has not been able to fire up so far on 2 drives. They've got to get something going here.
Just got to dig deep in that playbook, figure something out, maybe try a few passing plays. It's mainly been rushing, a couple RPOs. Haven't really thrown the ball yet.
1st and 10. Royalty flanked on either side by Atkinson and Dang. Royalty takes the snap, give to Atkinson up the middle, powers through, and he's going to get up to the 46-yard line. That'll bring up a 2nd down and about 7 to go for the Patriots. Several other games going on in the area, not in the area, but in 8-man football. We'll do our best to try to get you some updates, possibly at halftime of this game. Of course, you've got East Central and Evangel happening down in Alabaster. You've got Christian Community School and Franklin Christian Academy happening up in White House. And then you've got Lancaster Christian at Lighthouse Christian also taking place. Now, don't tune out as soon as the clock hits 0 on this broadcast, because we will have the Fairlife Core Power post-game show with the player of the game, Core Power player of the game. We'll interview them and the winning coach and recognize them. Man motions, Royalty, shotgun, pressured, fires, incomplete. Pass intended for number 51, Caleb Sorto. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 7. So post-game, we'll interview the winning coach with his choice, and that'll be the player of the game, the Fairlife Core Power player of the game. We'll have a good old time with the post-game ceremonies like we did last year. Big shout out to Core Power for jumping on board. Want to also give a special thank you to Sutton Pools, jumping on board as a sponsor. Sutton Pools, fiberglass pools installed the right way. And also Complete Wealth Management and Complete Real Estate, your one-stop shop for financial coaching and asset management. Atkinson hits the ball and maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Brendan, we just talked about this offense has to start firing off. They've got to get something going.
Well, the running game isn't work. It worked the first time, but it's not working too well now. The offensive line is winning the trenches war, but the defense, they just know how to stop that running game.
Fourth down, and Royalty is back to punt. He had a great punt earlier on, and now we get a timeout called by South Haven Christian. This is the Goolesby and Young Extreme Game of the Week right here on 8-Man Extreme. Fourth down, Royalty back to punt it away. And Kinnett back deep. We're going to get a flag coming out of the timeout. And I believe we'll get a illegal substitution on South Haven. It'll back them up 5 yards. Now, Royalty had a great punt early on in the game, and then he had one where he was kind of rushed, had to quick kick it, get it away, and not a great punt. Let's see what he can get this time. Kinnett is back deep to return. Correction, Kinnett is over here on the right-hand side. We'll have to get a number. Might be Iverson. That is Iverson back deep to return. And we'll get a false start on the offense. So coming out of the timeout, 10 yards worth of penalties has marched them back. It's just giving Royalty a little more room to punt.
And maybe the line give them more chance. I mean, all you got to do is block them up and make sure no one penetrates. Because last time they almost blocked the punt.
Royalty, great kick off the foot. It'll bounce and roll down to the 24-yard line. It'll be down by Ding. And it'll be 1st and 10, Golden Eagles. Well, make sure you tune in tomorrow from Charlie Daniels Park. It's Lighthouse Homeschool Warriors, Tennessee Heat. Kickoff at 6 p.m. Central Time. Tennessee Heat and Lighthouse Homeschool played one time previously down in Alabama, down in Pinson, or correction, Oneota. Or I was told I was saying that wrong, so I'm just going to, the town they play in. Thompson takes the snap. He's looking deep for Iverson. Oh, in and out of the hands. Correction, that was not Iverson. That was intended for number 7, Brock Passons. And Brendan, there's Grace Baptist trying to take a deep shot. And almost worked for him. It would have given him great field position, first down, get that offense really rolling.
This is what they're really known for, that bomb. And it's very dangerous. And Thompson is showing off that arm. It looks pretty nice. Just those wide receivers going to have to get under that ball.
2nd down and 10. Ball spot at the 24-yard line. And it looks like the Golden Eagles, they like that pistol formation. Thompson takes the snap. Give is to Majors. Reverse to the left-hand side, trying to find the edge. And he'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down, 10 yards to go.
Under 2 minutes to go here now in the second quarter. Or correction, first quarter. Had a brain sneeze. They are going to say that he went out of bounds. So the clock will stop. Thompson takes the snap, rolls right, looking pressured, still gets the pass off, intended for Passons, and just overthrew him by a little bit. Brendan, you got to wonder, they narrowed the field down with the blue painted lines, and we'll get a shot of that real quick. But you'll see how they painted the sideline with the blue paint there. You could see the actual sideline in the white. You got to wonder if maybe that messed with the quarterback a little bit, trying to gauge where to throw it, because he did overthrow it, and if the sideline was the white, he would have it. But they narrowed that field, and that's the thing about 8-man. You have, you got to make those adjustments.
And he'll make those adjustments throughout the season. This is the first game. He's learning. He's figuring out how to do this. He'll get it together.
Quick kick by Thompson, and a great kick. That ball will take a massive Eagles roll down to the 30-yard line. It'll be downed by Passons. And Thompson got just a line drive, just gone. And the Patriots will start with the ball at their own 30-yard line. Minute 42 to go, first quarter. South Haven Christian 8, Grace Baptist Academy 6. James Shannon, Brendan Daniels on the call from Hunter Middle School. This is Eves Field, and we are in Ottawa, Tennessee. And the flyover a little bit late. It was due about 40 minutes ago for the anthem. Royalty will go to the shotgun. Flanked on his right-hand side, looks like Dang. Takes the snap, gives to Dang, looking for the left-hand side. Had a hole, and instead, he lays the Friday night smackdown on him. Tackle by number 50, Bo Swanson. No gain. It'll bring up a 2nd and 10. And Brennan, that Eagles defense, Golden Eagles defense stepping up. Patriots trying to get it up and running.
But Big Bo's just leading them to every single play. And the defense is holding strong. That offense is going to have to try to figure out some passing plays or something.
You got to take a couple shots down the field at some point.
Absolutely. Maybe put in some screen plays, play action, just to throw the defense off a little bit. Can't be doing the same plays.
Well, then you got to factor in Bo Swanson's coming down your quarterback's throat. He's breathing down his throat. Give is to Atkinson to the left-hand side, trying to find the edge, and he'll get it. Looks like a gain of maybe 3.
By number 9, Carson Cadet.
And that'll bring up, I believe it's 3rd down. Yep. That'll bring up 3rd down and 9 yards to go. They'll call it a gain of 1 on that 2nd down play. Both these teams, a lot of young guys that didn't start last year. This is their first chance to really make some noise, Brennan, and there's some young men making some noise in this game so far.
And they've all been on great. They've picked up the mantle, as you would say, and trying to get their teams winning plays out here, but this defense has been tough on both sides.
And that will do it for the first quarter. Brennan, first game of the year. It's a good one so far. South Haven Christian School Patriots 8, Grace Baptist Academy Golden Eagles 6. This is the Goolesby and Young Extreme Game of the Week. It's brought to you by Jason Goolesby and J.D. Young of Blackwell Realty. Also brought to you by Complete Wealth Management and Complete Real Estate, your one-stop shop for financial coaching and asset management. Brought to you by Fairlife Core Power Protein, work hard, recover harder. Sutton Pools, fiberglass pools installed the right way. And by Brett Atkinson with Weichard Realtors, the Realty Group. getting ready for the second quarter here from Eves Field in Ottawa, Tennessee. Patriots on offense. Royalty rolling, pressured, fires, incomplete. Pass intended for Dang, and that'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Great first quarter, Brennan, in terms of offense, really offense and defense for both teams. And then special, offense struggling at times, defense really showed up. And then special teams, first touchdown of the season, special teams touchdown.
Yeah, usually don't see that, but for this defensive game, it's going to have to be from the special teams sometimes to even maybe make a play and score.
And that'll be fourth down. About 10. And the snap was over the head of Royalty. And it's a blessing and a curse. You lose 5 yards, but the snap was over the head, so you get to restart.
Exactly, and that's what you want. If you're the punter, you want that false start call or any type of call in your action.
So to move the ball back to the 25-yard line. And it'll be fourth down and 15. There's the snap. Royalty trying to get the punt away. He's going to fake it and hold it. He's going to keep it. Take it to the left-hand side. He'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. But it'll be a turnover on downs. Brennan, Patriots defense, or Golden Eagles defense rather, just again pressure on the punt, forces the mistake, and Royalty has to hold it, get back to the original line of scrimmage. Golden Eagles great field position.
The Patriots offensive line is going to have to do better on protecting overall. Those Golden Eagles have been able to penetrate every single play.
Ball will be spotted at the 28-yard line. First and 10. And that's going to be a keeper by Mock. Mock finds the edge. He's in. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. Brennan, we just said these offenses have got to get fired up. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. Jacob Mock punches it in after finding the edge.
Well, as we know of last year, those Golden Eagles, once they figure you out defensively, they're going to kill you on the offensive side easily. And that RPO is giving them damage.
Thompson fires to the corner, incomplete. Intended for Passons. Broken up in the corner of the end zone. 11:36 to go in the second quarter. It's Golden Eagles 12, Patriots 8. This is the Goolesby and Young Extreme Game of the Week. There's the kick by Estes, the onside, and it looks like Poha has recovered it. So ball will be spotted at the 48-yard line. First and 10, Patriots. And I'm not keeping up with stats, but Brennan, I would guess South Haven has less than 25 yards of offense. It can't be more than that.
I honestly think I'm probably less than 12.
It could be.
Well,
If you factor in the penalties. They've struggled with penalties here in the first half, first quarter specifically.
that's true, and if we are counting penalties, they might be in the negative.
Royalty in the shotgun flanked on either side. Royalty takes the snap, stays to the right, trying to find the edge, and nothing doing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Royalty with the keeper, and Brendan again, you've got to wonder, at what point do the Patriots start lengthening the field out, stretching the field out?
Well, they've tried that so far, and the quarterback just hasn't had time to even get the ball, get himself set, and throw the ball away. So it's going to be kind of tough with this Grace Baptist able to get in.
Second and 10. Correction. They're going to mark it. Nope, it's 2nd and 10. But there will be a flag, and we'll get the call. And they're going to get the clock rolling. Called delay of game. Back him up 5 yards, 3rd and 15. Royalty in the shotgun, takes the snap. Looks. There's that deep shot. Looking for Ding. Did he get it? Yes, he did. They're going to say he got it. Let's get a replay. Let's get a replay of that catch by Ding. And that was a duck hunting shot, if I've ever seen one. But very effective, and Ding did an awesome job of going and getting that ball.
Looks like he fumbled it a little bit. Yep.
A little bit, but held on to it just long enough for the officials to rule it a completion. And that's that shot the South Haven needed. Pardon the pun, that shot in the arm and that shot down the field to get that offense going.
Let's see if they can keep doing that. Hopefully Grace Baptist can.
I formation, Royalty give to Dang, looking for the right side and nothing doing. Stuffed. They'll say he got about 2 or 3 yards.
Ding on the carry. Tackle made by number 50, Bo Swanson, number 7, Brock Passons. 2-yard gain on the play.
That'll bring up a 2nd down and 8. And you'll see here on the replay, just a hard run by Dang. But this Eagles defense, Golden Eagles defense, not giving up a whole lot. Royalty, keeper up the middle. I said up the middle. I didn't say past the line of scrimmage. He is stuffed. Bo Swanson.
Big Bo just doing what he does best, able to get in there and stop the runner instantly without any yards gained or lost.
Correction, they're gonna say Camden Parks got in on the tackle.
4-yard loss on the play.
He's been talking to Bo a lot too. Obviously, he's learned some things from Bo there.
Camden Parks, a senior, and based off the success Grace Baptist had last year, you got to think a lot of kids in that school saw that success and said, hey, we want to be a part of it.
And that's how you make a culture right there. Winning culture brings you
Royalty
more
looking, and this time there's no mistaking. He is dropped like a bad habit by number 50, Bo Swanson.
Oh, Big Bo, just doing what he does best as usual, going in there, getting that sack.
6-yard loss on the play.
What a great defensive player to have on the Grace Baptist team.
He was dropped faster than a hot skillet. Like a fresh plate from the Mexican restaurant, just straight to the ground. And that'll bring up a 4th down for the Patriots. And Royalty back to punt it away.
Flag on the play.
We'll get the flag,
Start on the offense.
and it'll be a false start on the Patriots. It'll move them back.
4th down.
And so Patriots will be looking at a 4th down and about a quarter of the field. Let's see, 20, 23, pretty close, about a quarter of the field.
I tell you what, I'm going to hate seeing that practice later on because, boy, they're going to be running some yards with all the penalties they've gotten.
Royalty back to punt it away. Nobody deep for Grace Baptist. Iverson threatening to back up, now he does. Royalty gets the snap, gets the punt away. Kick is going to sail out of bounds. And let's see where they spot it. They're going to put it about the 30. Let's see, about the, well, right at the 30.
It'll be 1st and 10.
About the 29-yard line is where they're going to spot it. 1st and 10, Grace Baptist. And Brennan, South Haven has, or Grace rather, has done a great job answering earlier in the game just a couple of the mistakes they made. They've done a great job rebounding.
Yeah, it's just a learning process. As you just go on through the game, you just learn as a new team and you figure out what you need to do and execute your plan.
And Thompson needs a second. He calls timeout. Golden Eagles will take the timeout. And we're going to step away. This is the Goolesby and Young Extreme Game of the Week. It's brought to you by Jason Goolesby and J.D. Young of Blackwell Realty. It's also brought to you by Complete Wealth Management and Complete Real Estate, your one-stop shop for financial coaching and asset management. Fairlife Core Power Protein. Work hard, recover harder. Brett Atkinson with Wycard Realtors, the Realty Group, and Sutton Pools. Fiberglass pools installed the right way. First and 10, Grace Baptist. Thompson in the pistol. He'll take the snap. Give up the middle. That's going to be Mock. And Mock is going to get up to the 39-yard line. And it's enough. For a first down, they'll move the chains. First down, Golden Eagles.
Really, he should have been stopped right at the line of scrimmage, but he just kept moving those feet, kept breaking tackles. Good enough for that first down.
Man in motion is Majors. Keeper by Thompson, and that's nothing doing. That's big, number 55. No correction. Tackle made by number 85, Micah Hendricks, one of the seniors on that Patriot defense. That'll bring up a second down, and they're going to say they got him at the line of scrimmage, so 2nd and 10. Correction, they're going to give him a gain of 1. So 2nd and 9. .5:35 and counting here to go here in the second quarter. Thompson takes the snap, fires, looking for Passons. Passons battles, has it. And he's got a gain of 4. That'll bring up a third down. Let's see if we can get a replay on the catch. And Passons absolutely battling for the pass. You'll see the pre-play. Great job by Passons battling to get that yardage. And we'll get another whistle. Might be an equipment issue. Yep, we're good.
That play before, you also got to give a little kudos to Thompson as he just is poised, just sitting in that pocket and just darts that ball out to him.
These Grace receivers just gaining a little bit of confidence. Thompson gaining a little confidence. The more shots he takes down the field. Majors was in motion, and now he'll go back to his original position. Thompson takes the snap. Play fake, up the middle. Thompson has some space, tripped up, but he's across the 49-yard line. It's a first down, Golden Eagles.
8-yard down the play.
And what a nice win by Grace Baptist offensive line in the trenches. Just gave him a nice big gap just to dart through and get that first down.
The line play for Grace Baptist, and really Thompson, even when he's thrown, not a whole lot of pressure.
Yeah,
He has not really been rushed to get that ball out real quick.
And that's the kudos about the offensive line for Grace Baptist. The Patriots are going to have to figure out defensively how to get past it. Maybe send a blitz or so in.
Thompson looks. He's going to fire deep for Passons. Passons, incomplete. Flag comes out. They're going to get – who was that? 82, Aaron Taylor. They're going to get him for pass interference.
Yeah, 82 just got a little too handsy.
And let's see if we can get a replay real quick and take a look at the
Very handsy.
there was some hands on both sides, but they're going to give Passons the benefit of the doubt, which typically happens. Offense receiver gets the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, but as long as you
So
have
15.
as long as you have a hand inside there, they're going to call it every time.
Yep. And so the 15 yards is what the Golden Eagles will get off of that. Ball will be spotted at the 34-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10. Give up the middle. Looks like Mock with the carry. And that'll be a gain of, they're going to give them 5, 2nd and 5. And we'll look at the replay here. Good hard run by Mock.
I think Mock even changed direction mid-run just because he saw a whole bunch of Patriots on the other side.
And a good hard run up the middle. There you go. And ball carried by Thompson on the keeper. Not a whole lot picked up there for the Golden Eagles, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
2-yard gain on the play. It's 3rd down.
And Brennan, at 12-8, if you're the Patriots, you don't get the second half kickoff. You're already down by 1 score. You cannot give up a touchdown here under 3 minutes to go in the first half.
And if you do, you got to come back and score. But this Grace Baptist has been tough defensively.
Thompson in the pistol. Takes the snap. Keeper up the middle. Doing it. And he is across the 24-yard line. 1st down. They keep the chains going. Clock continues to run. Under 2.5 minutes to go. Well, at halftime, don't tune away, don't tune out, don't switch over. I mean, there's some other good games going on. Thompson fires incomplete, intended for Kinnett. There's other great games going on. If you want to go check those out, go ahead. What you should be doing is you should have all 3 games going on 3 different screens. That's what you can do. There's 3 games. Lancaster Lighthouse, I believe, is the only one that's not being broadcast tonight. But halftime, we're going to step away for just a second, and then we'll have a little bit of a halftime report, kind of recap the first half, myself and Brennan. But right now, Golden Eagles take a timeout. 2:08 to go in the second quarter. This is the Goolesby and Young Extreme Game of the Week.
Golden Eagles, 2nd and 10. 2 minutes, 8 seconds to go. Give us the mock up the middle. And he will not get a whole lot, maybe a yard.
Tackle made by number 16, Ivan Martinez.
And it'll bring up a 3rd down for the Golden Eagles.
No gain on the play, it's 3rd down.
Now under 2 minutes. Golden Eagles 12, Patriots 8. Thompson takes the snap, fires deep, looking for Connett, and just missed him to the left. Again, Brennan, that sideline coming into play. Just it's hard to adjust. I'm sure if you're a player on that field, you can't see that blue screen.
No, because it's kind of going in with the field. I'm even having a hard time kind of seeing it myself on this camera. So I'm sure it's hard for Thompson to know exactly where to throw that ball precisely where it needs to be.
So a minute 30, clock has stopped at a minute 34. Zach, he's bringing your battery. Minute 34 to go here in the second quarter. It'll be 3rd down. And Brennan, ball spotted at the 37-yard line. 1st down, markers at the 12. I got a little ways to go. Thompson takes the snap, looks, blocked, and it's grabbed by Poha. Poha to the 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Patriots. Brennan, if the offense is going to struggle and sputter just a little bit, that special teams and defense is going to answer. This time, it's D.D. Poha.
And that's what they're going to need. Any type of play, that's a big play for them. Hopefully the Patriots can get sparked up offensively with that as well.
Let's see if we can hit a replay. And it just catches the end of it, didn't get the front side of the play.
Shout out to Poha, just concentrating on that deflection and able to grab that ball in and just take a run.
Zach, you might have to unplug the cord. Zach, you might have to unplug the cord from the monitor to the...
Time called, South Haven timeout. Their 2nd timeout of the 1st half.
We're going to get a timeout taken here by South Haven Christian. We'll step aside for just a second. This is the Goolesby and Young Extreme Game of the Week. .127 to go. And Patriots took a timeout to reset and readjust. But a great defensive play by D.D. Poha, the senior. And Brennan, they've got a group of seniors that they've gotten some playing time the last couple of years, but they're really, really showing up in this game. D.D. Poha and Jake Atkinson.
Ball carrier number 7, Atkinson. 2-point conversion, good.
2-point conversion attempt is good. We're going to step aside just a second. 1:27 to go in the second quarter. Patriots 16, Golden Eagles 12. kick by Royalty, and it's going to be fielded by Kinnett down at about the 25. Looking for the left-hand side, looking for the sideline. He's got it, and he'll be brought down by Royalty. There'll be a little bit of the yellow laundry back at the 35-yard line.
To the 45-yard line, flag on the play.
And with 1:21 to go, Golden Eagles looking to answer back. Answer the Patriots with a great defensive play just a few minutes ago to retake the lead in this ballgame. Carson down, and he is back up. It's a good sign to see for the young man. It's going to be holding on Grace. It'll move the ball back 10 yards. And it'll bring up a Golden Eagle first down. Ball is going to be spotted at the 25. First and 10, Golden Eagles. Man in motion is Majors. Thompson, keeper on the right-hand side. Correction, looking up the middle, and he's got some yardage. And bring up a second down. Again, just over 1 minute to go here in the second quarter. But again, don't tune out. At halftime, we're going to step away for just a couple moments, and then we'll return with the little bit of a halftime recap. We'll try to get you some scores from games across the conference, or rather, not really conference, across state-man football. You've got Evangel Christian hosting East Central, Franklin Christian at Christian Community, and Lancaster Christian at Lighthouse Christian. Thompson with the carry up the middle again, puts his head down and just bulls his way into the defense. I want to get a replay of that run. Hard running, Brennan, by that quarterback, Wesley Thompson.
You rarely see that out of a quarterback. The last quarterback you've probably seen do that is Tim Tebow.
Just lowered the boom and pushed forward for those extra couple yards to get that first down. Ball is spotted at the 37-yard line. 12 seconds. Time for one more play. Ball is going to be carried, looks like Thompson with the keeper on the left-hand side, and that'll do it for the first half. Brennan, what a heck of a way to kick off the season here in Ooltewah, Eastfield, Hunter Middle School. It's the South Haven Christian School Patriots 12, Grace Baptist Academy Golden Eagles 12. South Haven Christian School Patriots 16, Grace Baptist Academy Golden Eagles 12. This is the Goolesby and Young Extreme Game of the Week. It's brought to you by Jason Goolesby and J.D. Young of Blackwell Realty. They bring knowledge, passion, excellence, and experience to the table when it comes to real estate. With millions in sales this year already, the two would love the opportunity to put your skills to work for all of Middle Tennessee. Yes, you can buy. Yes, you can sell. And yes, they can help. You can reach Jason Goolesby at 615-784-8687. J.D. Young at 615-486-1121.
Welcome in to the halftime report. Still working on a sponsor for it, so if you're out there, call us. Call us. Brennan, couldn't ask for a better way to kick off the season. 16-12 at halftime. South Haven Christian, Grace Baptist, two teams, young players that are stepping up. Some guys coming back from last year that are stepping up. Bo Swanson comes to mind. He's had several great plays throughout the first half. But for South Haven, this offense has struggled. They've got a touchdown on special teams, touchdown on defense. They've got to get the offense going.
But it's tough to say that with Grace Baptist, they've been pouring on with that defense, especially Bo Swanson, as you said, just getting in the backfield and stopping every play they come up with.
And the Patriots did have a little bit of a spark there in the second quarter. Got the completion to Gabriel Ding. I don't know why I was struggling saying that, but got a little bit going there. But they're going to have to get more going in the second half because defense and special teams, it's great to be able to score on them. All three parts of the ball have to show up and they have to perform. So we got about 3 minutes left here at halftime. Just a quick update. We don't have a score yet from Lighthouse Christian and Lancaster Christian. But Evangel Christian is leading East Central in the first quarter 12-7. And then in the first quarter, it's FCA 8, Christian Community nothing. So we'll try to keep you updated throughout the night on those games. If you don't have all three up, you can watch all three live on YouTube. It's a great time to be alive, Brennan. But we're going to step aside for just a minute. This is the halftime report.
Getting set for second half action from Eastfield Hunter Middle School in Ottawa, Tennessee. Learned how to say that last week. There's the onside kick by Royalty, and it's covered up. Looks like number 41, Ethan Campbell, is going to scoop it up, and the Golden Eagles will go on offense down 16-12. Brendan, the Eagles offense has had glimpses of being able to get firing off and get going. But if they could put a good drive together here, that could be a momentum builder for the second half.
And they'll need it after that last interception at the line and take back for a pick 6. It'll be a huge effort for them to get this offense going, but it's no problem for them.
Man in motion is Kinnett. Give to Kinnett to the left-hand side on a jet sweep. Looking for the edge, has it. Forced out of bounds.
4-yard gain on the play.
They're gonna say he got 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 6. Ball spotted at the 46-yard line. Original line of scrimmage sitting at the 50. No, we'll say he got out of bounds, so it'll stop the clock. 7 minutes into the second half. Thompson in the pistol. Man in motion. Kinnett again. Play fake to Kinnett. Thompson with the keeper. Nothing doing. Absolutely nothing. Matter of fact, loss of yardage. They're going to count it as a sack. And I believe it might have been D.D. Poha in to make the stop. It'll bring up a 3rd and 8. Brendan, the South Haven defense has had times where they were able to make stops, and they need a big one right here. They need to get this ball back. But Grace Baptist cannot afford for that to happen.
They've been doing well, putting pressure on so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Thompson fires deep, looking for number 3, Andrew Huggins. He's got him. Big connection. Great throw by Thompson. First down, Golden Eagles.
The way to concentrate on keeping that ball in. He was fumbling it a few times, but he was able to keep that in.
You'll see on the replay. And producer Audrey, I don't know if we can get the school names on the scoreboard there. Man in motion is Kinnett. Play fake by Thompson up the middle. He's stuffed. Big stop by number 5, Ding. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
1-yard loss on the play brings up 2nd down and 11.
Away name and home name under sources. And we'll get a flag.
Offside on defense. 5-yard penalty still.
Defense will get called for offside. 5 yards. It'll help Grace Baptist out a little bit. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 6. .10:22 and counting to go here in the 3rd quarter. Thompson takes the snap, high snap, struggled on the give to Mock. South Haven acting like they got the ball, and they call it. South Haven, Thompson, the snap was high. He tried to give it to Mock. Looks like he never got a hold of it. And South Haven comes up with the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 25.
That's the last thing you want out of the offense. You got to be able to hold on to that ball, and if you can't hold on to it, just go with it. Don't try to hand it off.
And live in action, we'll try to get some school acronyms on the scoreboard there. There you go. Producer Audrey making it happen. Royalty in the shotgun takes the snap, give to Atkinson. Atkinson up the middle to the left side, spin move down to the 30. Correction, down to the 32-yard line. Let's see if we can get a replay. Watch this run by Atkinson. Great job. You'll see South Haven's name up there at the top. Atkinson, great run. Up the middle and right about there. B button. Extra 4 or 5 yards. And it'll bring up a manageable 2nd and 4 for the Patriots. Royalty, give to Atkinson again. Atkinson, left-hand side, punches into the line and maybe a gain of 2.
You can definitely see the momentum switch as now the Patriots offense is starting to get in and starting to get a nice field going in. And the Grace Baptist defense struggling a little bit.
Sometimes, Brendan, you just got to go with the hot hand, and right now it's Atkinson.
Just keep feeding him the ball, and he'll keep gaining those yards for you.
3rd down and 2. 8:54 and counting to go here in the 3rd quarter. Patriots lead the Eagles, Golden Eagles, 16-12. Royalty in the shotgun. Man in motion is Ding. Royalty takes the snap. Give to Atkinson. Started inside. Cut to the right. Cut back inside. Puts his head down. He's got the 1st down. And we've got to get a replay of that run. Just a hard run by Atkinson.
And nice cut by him as well. Just missed the one guy that was going to stop him right, possibly at the line of scrimmage.
We'll see if we can't get the end of the run. And just got the end of the run. What a hard run by Atkinson. Started inside, bounced right, came back up inside, and moved the chains for the Patriots.
Now this is when you want to get tricky. Throw the defense off even more.
Ball's over the head of Royalty. Ding is going back, and he's just going to fall on it at the 20-yard line. All that momentum for the Patriots potentially gone with a bad snap.
Yeah, and that's one sad thing you want to put on offense is if that ball goes over your head, now you got to compose yourself and gain those yards back.
.7:30 and counting to go in the 3rd quarter. South Haven Christian, 16. Grace Baptist, 12. This is the Goolesby and Young Extreme Game of the Week. Thank you so much for tuning in. James Shannon, Brennan Daniel on the call. Royalty in the shotgun, takes the snap, looking, pressured, fires for Atkinson for the screen and incomplete. Swanson breathing down the neck of Royalty, and that'll bring up a 4th down and about 28 yards. Yeah, about 28 yards. Brennan, that Grace defense, so suffocating, so pressuring. Down by 4, but they're not playing like it.
Absolutely not. They're playing with heart on that defense, and that's what you need to do every play. Even if they get some yards on you, still act like it's still 3rd down and try to stop them here every time.
I formation. Correction, 3rd down. Royalty pitches to Dang. He'll start inside, try to get a few yards. And it looks like he might have gotten up to the 25-yard line. That'll bring up a 4th down. Brennan South Haven has to punt in the situation, try to get. Now, Royalty has had some good kicks when he's had time. If he's rushed, not so great kicks. You hope they can give him a little bit of time, at least let him get the ball, maybe down to the 40, 35, flip the field, give his defense a little room to work with.
And even if he doesn't have time, he's tucked that ball in, and he's able to get some yards. He almost got the 1st down last time he tucked that ball in.
Grace looks like they're going to rush the punt. Royalty, it has to keep it again. That pressure. Royalty up the middle, has yardage. Oh, this is going to be, oh, nope, it's not going to be close. He got back up to the original line of scrimmage, but not enough for the 1st down. Turnover on downs. Ball is going to be spotted at the the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 Golden Eagles. That the special teams again, Brennan. Golden Eagles putting so much pressure on that punt. Royalty had to tuck it and go. Great attempt on the run, just not enough.
And it's a great special teams plan just to rush the punter and just make him tuck it in, especially with that much yardage for a first down. He ain't going to make it, so just get as much yardage as you can to make it better for your offense.
Not a whole lot of stoppages here in the third quarter. Pretty smooth running for third quarter. Man in motion is major. Thompson takes the snap. Keeper to the left, trying to get the edge. He's got speed. One man to beat, and that's Ding, and he doesn't beat him. Forced out of bounds is Thompson. Great sportsmanship between the two. Ball will go down. Let's see where they spot it. They'll spot it at the 16-yard line. And it's a first down, Golden Eagles. Brennan Thompson making it happen with his feet, firing up that Golden Eagles offense that's down by 4 right now, looking to retake the lead. And those 2-point conversions for Grace looming big. Did not get either one on their touchdowns, and that's the difference in the game right now.
But as long as your defense can stop them, you'll have no issues as long as you keep that lead and keep adding on points.
Thompson fires deep for Passons. Nope, they're going to roll it incomplete. They're going to rule it incomplete, and let's see if we can get the replay. Let's see if we can get the replay, maybe catch the end of that. And, oh, the pole was right in the way, but they're going to say he didn't come down with the ball. They'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Hey, you can also turn the track on.
You got time, plenty.
Substitution here for the Golden Eagles. Looks like Huggins came in, Iverson out. Give is to Mock. Not a whole lot on the play. Might have gotten back up to the line of scrimmage.
And that's one Thompson probably should have kept himself. He probably actually got a touchdown, if not less, at least to the 1-yard line.
1-yard loss on the play.
They're actually going to mark a 1-yard loss. Under 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Thompson takes the snap. Give again to Mock. Nope, correction, keeper up the middle.
Thompson the keeper. Tackle made by number 7, Jake Atkinson.
And it'll be a gain of 3 or 4 on the play. And I'll bring up a 3rd down. Fourth down, Golden Eagles. They've got to get that first down. Thompson takes the snap. Looking, fires for Passons. He's got it. Did he get enough for the first down? Yes, he did. They're going to move the chains. It's going to be 1st and goal, Golden Eagles. Under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Huge completion. Huge completion on 4th down for the Golden Eagles. Ball spotted at the 6-yard line. Pistol formation. Mock is behind Thompson. Thompson takes the snap. Keeper to the right-hand side, looking for the corner. He's got the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. Wesley Thompson, the junior, putting the team on his back. His 2nd touchdown of the game, I believe. And Golden Eagles go up by 2.
And again, it was a nice little juke move that was able to get him free at the moment and able to get green grass and get that touchdown.
And you've got to wonder if he learned from the couple plays before where you said he should have kept it, he gave it and wasn't a gain. You've got to think maybe he learned from that and said, hey, here you go. Oop, we're going to the right, and we're going to punch it in.
Exactly. That's how you do a QB read right there. You're just able to learn. If this didn't get the yardage, maybe I can do it myself.
Now Golden Eagles with the chance to take a 4-point lead of their own. Thompson Man in motion is Majors. Give to Majors, and nothing doing. Correction, Thompson kept it. Still nothing doing. And Brennan, Golden Eagles up by 2. And now it's the Patriots' turn to answer. Now they've scored. We talked about this a second ago. They've scored on defense. They've scored on special teams. This is the perfect situation with 4:21 to go in the third quarter. This is the perfect timing for their offense to get going and punch one in themselves, score on all 3 facets of the game.
And they've learned now they have Atkins in the backfield that's able to give them some energy in the running game. It's just the passing game. They're going to have to figure it out who they're going to rely on.
We're going to step aside for just a second. This is the Goolesby and Young Extreme Game of the Week. Onside kick it from Grace, and Patriots will fall on it.
It'll be 1st and 10, South Haven at their own 45-yard line.
So ball will be spotted at the 45-yard line. Patriots have 55 to go. Playing on the 40 by 100 field. Again, an 8-man. The width really is the most important factor. The 100 yards just kind of adds to the stats, a little more distance to cover lengthwise, but you know, sideline to sideline is really the most important factor in this. Royalty in the shotgun. Takes the snap, give to Atkinson up the middle. Powers forward, but he might have gotten back up to the line of scrimmage. And he took a good hit, took a good shot there at the end of the line, at the end of the run. And it'll bring up a Patriots second down.
First hit by number 59, John Michael Jacques. Tackle made by number 50, Bo Swanson. No gain on the play. It's second down.
Brendan, it seems like this is a good situation. First couple plays, run the ball, bring the defense up, and then take a shot on third. Now they are I formation. Royalty under center.
Might want to pull play action out of here right now.
Pitch to Dang to the left-hand side. Got a little space and a 3 or 4 yard gain. And that'll bring up a third down.
It just seems Grace Baptist is still just able just to sneak in the back right before that pitch. If he didn't get it off, that would have been a loss of yards there.
So Patriots bring out the run up the middle. They do the option to the left. Let's see what play call they go with on the third. And Patriots line up in the I. Royalty under center. Takes the snap. Looking, fires deep. He's got his man! Down at the 20-yard line. Let's see if we can get a number. That's number 51. That's Caleb Sorto. Brendan, I'm feeling kind of lucky. I might get a little scratch off. Called it. Run, and then they pulled out the play on third down. Drew the defense up.
Exactly. And see the play action. Like I said, if you just run one little play action, throw that defense off, you'll get a nice little play in. And sure enough, here you are.
Great. That was what the Patriots needed right there. Ball spotted at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. Royalty, give to Dang to the right-hand side. Not much doing. Matter of fact, he might have lost yardage on the play.
Ball carried by number 5, Gabriel Dang.
And that's 2nd and 9.
John Michael J. Hughes. 2 yards.
Just over 2 minutes and counting to go here in the third quarter. Golden Eagles 18, Patriots 16. Can't say it enough. What a way to kick off the season. And how fitting is it, Brendan? We said in the pregame, the 300th video on this channel is kicking off the season, and it's this game. Couldn't ask for more.
And a perfectly good game. Defense ultimately. And now the offense is starting to pick up on both sides.
There's the inside pitch to Atkinson, trying to go up the middle, and he's going to get pulled forward. And it looks like he got back to the original line of scrimmage. This is the perfect game, Brennan, for those folks to say, well, 8-man football is just a lot of gunslinging, 7-on-7. And you do have your 50 games and 60 games. And then you get an 18-16, and you're like, wait a minute. We'll do what now?
Yeah, a lot of people just doubt that the 8-man game is not the same as 11, but it exactly is, just less guys. And
there's no in-between with 8-man. You either get a 92-90 or an 18-16.
Exactly.
There's no in-between.
Even when you get those blowout games, it's still kind of good at the beginning.
Royalty takes the snap, rolling right, fires, looking for Atkinson, incomplete. And let's see if we can get a replay. I almost feel like there was some contact. I'm not sure, but I want to see.
I think he got there at the perfect time.
Let's see. Oh, no, he had a chance to catch it.
Perfect time.
And it was just ripped out by Passons. Great defensive play. That's why I wanted to look at it. Just slow it down, look at it. Great job. Great job, Director Jack. He's got the replay. He's getting it. Director Jack, producer Audrey, cameraman Zach, James Shannon, Brendan Daniels here in Ottawa. It's 4th down, 4th and 10. Royalty in the shotgun. Patriots have to go for it. Looking, fires, and intercepted.
Tip drill.
Tip play, Oski play, interception. Let's see who got that. I think that was Kinnett. Brendan, remember them doing the Oski plays in practice? That was the Oski play. Great job on the defense. Let's look at the replay. You got the defensive stop, the tip to the pass defense, and he just volleyball style popped it back up. Yep, there we go.
I think even Cooper did this last year as a safety.
So you're going to see Iverson right there, tip, and Kinnett right there to grab it. Pass intended for Sorto on 4th down. And we do have a player down for South Haven, so we're going to step away just for a second. This is the Goolesby and Young Extreme Game of the Week. Ready? 35 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Great defensive stop by the Golden Eagles. They lead by 2. Patriots knocking on the door. And Iverson and Kinnett. Iverson, the senior, and Kinnett, the sophomore. 2 young men stepped up for their team. Thompson takes the snap, rolls left, fires across his body, intended for Passons, incomplete. Pass broken up by Taylor. Great defensive job. And you saw it earlier. I believe it was Passons breaking up a pass intended for Atkinson, and now Taylor breaking up a pass intended for Passons. Defense doing their job tonight.
And like I said, it's a very defensive game. Both teams, even last year, were great defensive teams. And now they're showing it here as a tight game, 18-16.
And Golden Eagles, that stop was so huge because a 2-point lead, and then South Haven gets the touchdown 2-point. Even if Golden Eagles score again, tied at 24, it's get the 2-point conversion or be tied. And the way this game is going, who knows? Thompson takes the snap. He's going to fire deep to the right, intended for Iverson. Got him in stride. No, they're going to say he was out of bounds. They're going to say he was out of bounds. It's so hard to see that line. You got to wonder with the lighting. And when you're looking for the ball, you're not paying attention to the blue stripe on the field that marks the sideline. And let's see if we can get a replay. Regardless of the pass going out, the ball going out of bounds, the receiver going out of bounds, what a great job. And got the very end of it there. But a great job, a great throw from Thompson to Iverson, just right in stride, over the shoulder, and Iverson had his man beat.
And it's hard for wide receivers to even see if you can get your feet in just to make that catch.
And bring up a 3rd and 10. Man in motion is Majors, or rather Canat. Thompson fires, intended for passes. Passing, goes and gets it, and he also goes and gets the first down. Down to the 39-yard line. It's a first down. Golden Eagles, they needed that with 18 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
And that's exactly what you want out of your wideouts. Just come back. If you see your quarterback in trouble, go get that ball if he throws it up there.
And I mentioned a second ago, as a receiver, sometimes you got to come back to the ball. You got to go get that ball. Passon's doing what he needed to do to help his quarterback. They're going to let the clock run out, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. This is the Goolesby and Young Extreme Game of the Week. It's brought to you by Jason Goolesby and J.D. Young of Blackwell Realty. It's also brought to you by Complete Wealth Management and Complete Real Estate, Fairlife, Core Power Protein, Britt Atkinson with Wycart Realtors, the Realty Group, and Sutton Pools. Fourth quarter, Eves Field here at Hunter Middle School in Ottawa, Tennessee. Golden Eagles 18, Patriots 16. Thompson takes the snap, looks right for Iverson. Iverson turns, he's got space down the sidelines, chased by Ding, and Ding trips him up at the 20-yard line. Correction, the 25. Huge gain for the Golden Eagles, and it'll be a first down. Let's see if we can get the replay. And it'll take a second to buffer. You're good. You're good, Director Jack. Thompson, great throw. Iverson, right there, a little hook, little hitch. And then gone. Ding was the last chance to keep the Golden Eagles from potentially going up by 2 scores, and he gets the tackle. 1st and 10, ball spotted at the, they're going to call it the 17-yard line, rather. And we get a flag right off the bat. And then we'll get a false start on the offense. It'll move them back 5 yards, 1st and 15. 11-11 to go in the 4th quarter. Golden Eagles lead by 2. Brennan, again, I mentioned it, that tackle by Ding kept the Golden, now granted, the Golden Eagles have not gotten any of their 2-point conversions. So there's a chance they could have only gone up by 1 score. But that was huge to stop them.
And Dang, with the super hustle and catching them by the shoelaces, just able to get them. Just sitting there clutching your breath on that side of the Patriots.
Keeper by Thompson, up the middle. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. Wesley Thompson puts the team on his back. And Grace goes up by 8.
Coach is going to have a hard time picking player of the game. It's either going to be Big Bo or Wesley Thompson. These are the main guys that have been putting the team on their back for sure, offense and defensively.
And a great atmosphere here at Grace. What's wrong with this? Golden Eagles trying to get the 2-point conversion. Thompson fires left for Iverson. They're going to say no. They're going to say he didn't get it. Golden Eagles will lead by 8. We're going to step aside for just a second. This is the Goolesby and Young Extreme Game of the Week. Estes set to kick away, all onside. If you're Grace, you wouldn't mind getting the ball back. Kick, scooped up by Poha at the 49-yard line, 48-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Patriots. 10:48 to go. Golden Eagles lead the Patriots 24-16. See if we can't get you some scoring updates from across State Man football. Lighthouse Christian and Lancaster Christian is the only game that we're struggling on getting the score. We'll get it for you. Royalty is in the shotgun, takes the snap. Give us to Atkinson, looking for the left-hand side, and just smothered in the backfield. Dropped for a 2 or 3 yard loss. Down in Alabaster, Alabama, it's Evangel Christian 39, East Central 7 in the second quarter. And then up in White House, Franklin Christian and Christian Community. In the second quarter, it's Franklin Christian 37, Christian Community nothing. A lot of people saying Christian Community was the strongest looking team in the Jamboree that they hosted. A lot of people saying FCA was the strongest team in the Jamboree they hosted. FCA getting the better of the Colts up in White House. Royalty in the shotgun. Give is to Dang to the left-hand side, looking for the edge. He's got it. He's got blockers down the sideline and forced out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. And is it enough to move the chains is the question. And no. You're going to say just short. It'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
13-yard gain on the play.
Brennan, Patriots offense, a little bit of life here. It's a good sign.
Yeah, just keep running the ball. It looks like the offensive line made adjustments, and they're blocking everybody perfectly and getting those holes.
Royalty in the shotgun, takes the snap. Pitch to Dang, looking on the right-hand side. He's got the first down, and a few more yards. He'll move the chains down to the 39-yard line. 9:47 to go in the fourth quarter. Golden Eagles lead the Patriots by a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, 24-16. I want to give a big shout out and a big thank you to all 50 of you watching here the Extreme Game of the Week. Unfortunately, now there are 2 other games being broadcast tonight. Unfortunately, both of them are blowouts, so why not check this one out? Obviously, I'm preaching to the choir because you're watching this because you heard me say it, but regardless of the fact. Royalty in the shotgun, takes the snap, give to Dang up the middle, through the hole, right-hand side, looking for the sidelines, moves the chains again, and Brennan Gabriel Ding has caught fire. I said earlier, you've got to see who's got the hot hand. Earlier it was Atkinson. Right now it's Ding. 2 or 3 big runs. He's got the Patriots offense going.
And it looks like he snatched that ball out of Royalty's hand and just ran hard and saw the gap and just got that first down easily.
And a great hard run there by Ding. Had to have gotten some pointers from his older brother, Manny. Patriot, great. Couple younger players in this game, Carson Kinnett and Gabriel Ding. 2 star older brothers, and they're coming into their own themselves, Carson and Gabriel. Royalty, gift to Atkinson, bounces off his man, trying to get up the middle, and he'll get a gain of 2 or 3. It'll bring up a second down.
Atkins and Dang both have definitely pushed their guys out the way and told them to block. These offensive linemen are going to have to move a little bit faster and find somebody to block real quick, or they're going to get pushed by their running backs.
Second and about 9. Royalty in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Keeper by Royalty. Up the middle. He's got some space. He is just pushing his way. And a gain of 7 or 8. And they're going to say the ball came out. And Passons has it. Brennan, South Haven marching down the field. And let's see if we can get a replay and try to see what happened. Because Royalty had a great run going. Right.
See that punch right there?
There, yep, punched it out. Brennan, 2 drives for South Haven that were just going great. And drive-ending plays, turnovers, killed both those drives.
That's just Grace Baptist's defense. You can get all the yards you want, but they might get that turnover real quick.
Grace Baptist, they've just got to bleed the clock. Just over 8 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Up by a full touchdown. Now, the South Haven defense has put a touchdown on the board, so Grace has to be mindful of that. Keeper by Thompson to the right-hand side, trying to get the sideline, and a gain of about 3 or 4, and it'll bring up second down.
If I'm Grace Baptist, I'm not trying to run out that clock. I'm trying to score one more time so I know for sure that our win is secure.
4-yard gain on the play. It's second down and 6.
Again, we're trying to get you a Lancaster Lighthouse score, the only game not being broadcast tonight. When the clock hits 0, don't tune out. We're going to have the Fairlife Core Power post-game show. We're going to have the Fairlife Core Power Extreme Player of the Game. We'll interview the winning coach and a player of his choosing. That's coming up once the game is over. Man in motion is Majors. Keeper by Thompson to the left-hand side. Hard run, gain of about 3 or 4. And Brennan, if this Patriots defense, which has made some stops tonight, if they can make it happen right here, they need to.
And this is a big play right here. This will be the game deciding point right here. If they can get that first down, they're going to have some issues. But if they can stop them, it's a nice breath for the Patriots.
Golden Eagles break the huddle, just under 7 minutes to go. I formation, no correction, pistol.
Flag on the play.
And a flag, and they're going to get offsides on the Patriots. And that will move the chains, Brennan. First down, that's a killer penalty. They're not out of time, but they're quickly running out of it.
And that's the last thing you want out of a defense. But Hey, that jump call is a great call by the Grace Baptist to get an easy first down.
Six and a half minutes to go, fourth quarter. Golden Eagles trying to send the Patriots home to Springfield, 3 hours away, with a season-beginning L. Thompson, keeper up the middle. Big run! Do have a flag on the backside. Thompson with an 8-yard gain. Let's see what they've got. And we're going to get holding on the Golden Eagles. And it'll cancel out that hard run by Thompson. And it'll bring up, I believe it's a replay of the down. Brandon, that's that can be a drive killer if Grace doesn't answer back from this. This can be the point that this drive dies.
And what a blessing for the Patriots indeed. The one thing they needed was something for Grace Baptist to shoot themselves in the foot, and here it is. Maybe they can capitalize on it.
Man in motion is Majors. Thompson with the hard count, trying to get South Haven to move. Majors comes back out to the slot. Passons, nope, Connett is wide right. Mock is behind Thompson. Thompson asks for a timeout. Get on the same page with everyone. Very important play here, 1st and 20. We're going to step aside. This is the Goolesby and Young Extreme Game of the Week. .5:35 to go in the fourth quarter. Grace Baptist leads South Haven 24-16. Thompson, 1st and 20, takes the snap. He's going to look, fires for Iverson. Incomplete. Right down the sideline, and it looks like, let's see if we can get that number. It looks like that was Tate Ballard on the coverage, the freshman. Big break up there. Now you lost the down, and you still have the 20 yards to go to move the chains to keep your drive alive. Thompson, give up the middle. I believe that was Mock. Nope. Yep, that was Mock with the carry. Nope. See if we can get that number. Yep, Mock with the carry. Gain of, looks like he got about 5. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 15. Brennan, this defense again, if it can get the job done, that'd be a huge, huge stop for the Patriots. And they could potentially get some really good field position with time running out on their chance to come back and tie it.
You got to watch out for the long ball because that's what's been beating them so far. And I wouldn't be surprised if they called it right here.
Man in motion is Majors. He'll fake and go back out to the slot. Thompson trying to get that yardage, some of that yardage back from the holding earlier. Majors in motion. Thompson takes the snap up the middle. And only a gain of about 2 or 3. We do have a flag in the backfield. An illegal shift called on Grace. Let's see if they decline it. Because if they take the yardage, Yep, they're going to decline it because, Brendan, if they take the yardage, it's replay the down, third down again. And with only a 2 or 3 yard gain, I think all day you would take 4th and 12 and really put the pressure back on Grace.
Yes, sir, and now you want them to punt that ball. At least you hope so, but Grace Baptist, they're a very risky team, and they'll do whatever it can just to keep that offense on the field.
We have seen some quick kicks from Grace. South Haven not sending anybody back. If they punt, just let it go down. We get a flag, and it came from the backside. We're going to get a false start on the offense. And it's going to move the ball back 5 yards, and that's a drive. That right there solidifies they have to punt the ball. 4th and 15. Now they can go, and we've seen guys make it happen. But Brandon, I don't think you want to risk giving the ball up on this side of the 50.
Absolutely not. That's the easy score for the Patriots. Even though we've seen Grace Baptist take the ball away from them defensively, but there's no way that you want this close.
Now Ding has dropped back to the 45-yard line, his own 45. Like I said, we've seen Thompson quick kick it. Thompson letting that clock bleed. Now under 4 minutes. He's watching the back judge. Countdown. Under 5. Takes the snap. He's going to get the quick kick off. Almost blocked, but he does get it off. Out of bounds, though, Brennan. Nope. Stays in bounds. Just on the other side of the 50, the ball had stopped. And Huggins had no choice but to touch it down. Brennan, 53 yards, 3 minutes, 26 seconds for South Haven. You don't have to throw the ball 3 times in a row right now, but you have to have a sense of urgency. And you cannot have a drive-ending turnover like you have the last 2 drives.
And now you want to pull whatever you can out the hat because this is crunch time right here. And if Grace Baptist can somehow pull another turnover, that'd be good on them.
Want to thank all 56 of you for tuning in. What a way to kick off the season. Royalty is in the shotgun. Flanked on either side. He'll take the snap. Looks, fires, completed. And it looks like that's Ding. Yep, and just shy of the first down. If you're South Haven, you don't have a lot of time to huddle, Brendan. You've got to go. You've got to get the play in. Especially in about another minute, maybe a minute and a half, but you got to go. You got to get the play in. You got to get going.
Exactly. That's why I'm questioning this huddle. You got to do some hurry-up plays here. You ain't got time to huddle and talk it out. Get the ball to your playmakers, too. So far, that's been Dang and Atkins. Keep giving them the ball if you can.
Great crowd on hand here at Hunter Middle School, Eves Field. Royalty in the shotgun takes the snap. Gives it to Dang. Dang starts left, comes back inside, moves the chains. Correction, that's Poha with the carry. One of his first carries of the game. And he'll get down inside the 40-yard line, down to about the 37-yard line. First down Patriots, 2.5 minutes and counting.
And that's smart game plan by the coach. Put Poha, big guy out there, and make him get there and miss some tackles out there. He's been out there a few times, but they haven't really used him that much offensively.
Golden Eagles up by a full touchdown. Royalty takes the snap. Play fake. He'll roll right. And out of bounds. Loss of yardage on the play. Loss of about 3. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 13. Again, when the clock hits zeros, don't go anywhere. We're going to have the Fairlife Core Power Protein post-game show. We'll have the Fairlife Core Power Player of the Game. We'll also interview him, and we'll interview the winning coach down on the field. That's coming right up. 2:04 to go in the second quarter. Second half. Fourth quarter, and in the ballgame. Royalty in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looks, fires deep, looking for Dang. Incomplete. Just past the outstretched hands of Dang. Brennan, South Haven taking that shot on 2nd down, and now 3rd and 13. There's some pressure.
Like I said, try to give it to your playmaker. That was a good shot, but the defense was able to keep up with them and able to deflect that ball. Just keep on trying any other type of play you can.
Golden Eagles crowd. They're trying to get them hyped. They're trying to get that home field advantage going that they had last season on their undefeated regular season run. Royalty in the shotgun. Takes the snap, deep drop, looks, fires for the screen, complete to Atkinson. Atkinson looking for the edge. Powers, trying to get out of bounds. I don't think he got out of bounds, and he's going to get taken down at about the 32-yard line. They might say he got out of bounds. They will say he got out of bounds, but it's still 4th and 5. Nope, South Haven calls a timeout. They did get him in bounds. Patriots call the timeout. We're going to step aside one more time. This is the Goolesby and Young Extreme Game of the Week right here on 8. Fourth and 5. Here's your ball game. Royalty in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking. Fires over the head of Ding. Incomplete. No flags on the play. 1:45. That's a heartbreaker for the Patriots. Driving the ball down into Golden Eagles territory. And Grace at this point just got to bleed the clock. But Brennan, despite the heartbreaking finish here, what a ball game.
And I wonder what Royalty was going through his mind, because he had time to get that ball off and throw it perfectly to him. Dang was wide open. But what a great game defensively, and great almost comeback by the Patriots.
Thompson, man in motion is Majors. Thompson with the keeper up the middle. Good gain on the play. Gain of at least 6, maybe 7. Down to the 39. South Haven will burn a timeout. And they have one timeout remaining, Brendan, to stop the clock. So let's see if you've got a 25-second play clock, I believe is what it is. So you run a play here, call timeout. It's now, if you can get a stop, it's now 3rd down. Run a play, so 40 seconds. 50 seconds, let's say another 60 seconds get burned. So you're going to have about 30 seconds if they can get this ball back.
But they also have to play with a sense of urgency since they're going to run out of all their timeouts. And so far, they haven't shown that.
Oh, yeah, no, you've got to get 3 stops. Now, this defense has done it. Now, yes, Golden Eagles have scored 3 touchdowns, but South Haven has made some defensive stops today.
And they're going to have to make a turnover at this moment, at least try to attempt to get that ball out of.
Yeah, this is where that punch drill comes in handy. You got to punch the football out. Golden Eagles head onto the field for 2nd down. 2nd and 5. Correction, 2nd and 4. Man in motion. Keeper by Thompson to the right-hand side. And dropped by South Haven. You almost think the Patriots would have been better off trying to let him just kind of push him out of bounds, get him out of bounds. Instead, Patriots have to burn a timeout. So 1:32, you run a play here. So let's say the play takes 10 seconds. You've got a 25-second play clock, 35. They might get the ball back with 40 seconds.
But don't think that so quickly. We know how Grace Baptist is. That RPO is very tricky, and if the defense isn't paying attention closely, they can easily get that first down.
Thompson running for his life tonight. I would love to know his rushing stats because he has taken the mantle that Cooper Connett had last year and flourished.
And that's with rushing and passing because he's throwing some bombs out here.
Again, when the clock hits zeros, don't go anywhere. We're going to get an interview with the winning coach, which at this point looks like it could be Coach Ateka and whoever's player of the game is. Thompson with the keeper up the middle. First down. First down, that's got to be the ball game, Brennan. And, you know, he ran the ball just now. I would just taking a shot in the dark. I feel like the Fairlife Core Power player of the game is going to be Wesley Thompson.
And again, it's going to be tough for Coach Ateka because you also have to look defensively. Bo Swanson has been a beast out there, making it hard for the Patriots to run that ball.
And how good is it for Grace Baptist overcoming giving up a special teams touchdown to start the game, a defensive touchdown for South Haven to take the lead again in the second quarter. And they have absolutely come out here in the second half, put a touchdown on the board, and won the game.
This just shows how much poise that they're coached up on. Not only that, they see the culture, like never fall, never falter. Even if you do anything bad or have a turnover, keep it up and you'll score and get what you need.
Thompson will take a knee, and I believe that will bleed the clock out. And that's a final score. It's Grace Baptist Golden Eagles 24, South Haven Christian 16. Brennan, again and again and again, what a way to kick off the season. That is a fantastic first broadcast, 300 game on the channel. Couldn't ask for more.
And if this is your first time watching the 8-man game, you're probably like me last year. What a great break-in. I'm going to have to see more throughout the season.
Absolutely. We're going to step aside for just a moment. We'll be down on the field for the Fairlife Core Power post-game show right here on 8-Man Extreme.
Audrey, I'm gonna give. Welcome into the Fairlife Core Power post-game report. James Shannon, and I'm here with Coach Bob Ateka. And Coach, early on, South Haven was able to get the special teams touchdown, and then you guys went ahead and they got the defensive touchdown, retook the lead. At both times, what was something you said to your guys to kind of keep them going and say, hey, listen, we're not out of this game. This is a dogfight.
Exactly what you just said. We just kind of reminded them that it's no big deal. We're going to be fine, and we're going to win the football game. We just need to just settle down and relax. They didn't score an offensive touchdown, and we knew that they couldn't. And so, as long as we had that, we knew the offense would do enough.
Now, obviously, you had seniors that stepped up, and we'll talk about one here in a second. But your young guys that maybe got a little bit of I don't want to say garbage time, but like backup time and, time when you guys were weighing the lead last year. How big was it for them to step up this tonight and, really just play lights out football?
Yeah, we had a couple freshmen that started for us on defense and played really well. We had another freshman that came in and played D-line, and, they did great, Boone played and Huggins and who was the other one I had in there? There you go, Big Brewer. All right, so all of them had to come in on defense and help us. And so having freshmen come in was huge.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, let's introduce your player of the game.
Yeah, well, Bo Swanson played defense. Mike linebacker is the leader of our defense. And so with them outscoring, I feel like he'd be the guy that we really need. Next player.
All right, come on, Bo. You got a 2021 shirt and a 2022 shirt, man. How big was it to come out tonight to kick off the season? All the success you guys had last year. How important was it for you and the other seniors to come out and make a statement tonight?
It was fantastic. I love Friday nights, and I tell you, I shout out all these guys right here. Put the camera on them. I'm just doing that. Like Coach was saying, the freshmen, Katie Brewer, Andrew Huggins, Boone Perry, they came out and made big plays. And it's tremendous to see freshmen. I remember when I was a freshman, thinking, oh God, and they're stepping up as freshmen and making those big time plays. So it's huge.
What did you tell your teammates, or did you say anything to your teammates when you guys are up by a touchdown, but South Haven's moving the ball down the field twice, and then you guys come away with drive-ending turnovers? Is there anything you said to your guys, or was there a way you got them motivated?
Yeah, when we were down in the half, I told them the story of when we went to Evangeline last year, and when we were down at halftime or whatever, and I was like, we went down there and played #1 team in the nation, and I think that got them, hyped up, and then when we were, down or whatever, and they were coming back, or when we were up. I just, John Michael was firing them up, Bradley Majors was firing up, all these guys, all this energy, and it really brought our spirits up to get us the dub.
Well, there you go. Well, this being the Fairlife Core Power post-game report and player of the game, we're doing a little different this year. We've only got 3 flavors. You don't have to chug it. We've got the chocolate, the strawberry banana, and the vanilla. You can take your pick. Okay, they should be cold, right, Brandon? They should be a little pretty chilly. Okay. All right, there you go. Like I said, you ain't got to chug it. Don't listen to the peer pressure. A man of the people. A man of the people. Well, hey, not only will you get the rest of those bottles, we've got cases of all 3 flavors for you, so just 12 bottles. And that way you got some to share with the guys that you just gave a shout-out to, so there you go. So Bo Swanson, everybody, you're a Fairlife Core Power player of the game. Appreciate it, Bo. Thanks, man. We're going to bring in Brennan real quick. If he can get away from the mob. I saw you being agile, moving around a little bit. Hey, you still got it. You still got it, man. Listen, what a way to kick off the season. I can't say it enough. I mean, I've had games to kick off the season where it was just, it was over at the end of the first quarter. This game, up until about 2 minutes left, you didn't know. You had no clue. Those are awesome games.
Absolutely, and this is what football's all about. It's all about heart, passion, and that's what both teams showed out here tonight, boy. If y'all, like I said, this is your first game for 8-man. Stay tuned, because there'll be a lot more coming. You might get some blowouts, regardless, but these games make it worth it.
I guarantee you there will not be as many. There's going to be higher scoring games than 11-man than 24-16. So, I mean, I'm just saying. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Of course, tomorrow night we've got Lighthouse Homeschool Warriors at the Tennessee Heat, Charlie Daniels Park at 6 p.m. We'll go live. for Brennan Daniels making a special appearance, I appreciate your help, man. We're gonna have a rotating cast. It was good to bring him back. James Shannon, director Jack, producer Audrey, cameraman Zach. I'm James Shannon. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.